Have you ever listened to two native English speakers talking naturally and thought, I know these words, so why can't I understand what they're saying? That's because real British English doesn't always sound like the English you've been taught in a classroom or from a textbook. That kind of English is for passing exams, but it doesn't really help with real life English. But today, you're going to hear a very natural conversation between two native speakers at home as they make plans for their day. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Honestly, it's better if you don't, because afterwards, I'll go through it all and make everything crystal clear. Hi, I'm Steve. Let's do this.
We should do something with our day off.
We are doing something. We're having a nice quiet morning.
We've been sitting here for 2 hours. I'm bored stiff.
I thought you wanted a chill day.
Chill, yes. Wasting the whole day, no.
Fair enough. What have you got in mind?
I don't know. That's the problem. I just don't want to sit around all day.
We could go into town.
We always go into town. We'll end up having a coffee and walking around the same shops.
What's up with that?
It feels like all we ever do these days.
Right. So you want something a bit different?
Exactly. Something that feels like a proper day out.
Just had a brainwave.
Go on then, Einstein.
The zoo.
The zoo? Are you kidding?
Why not?
I don't know. We haven't been there for years.
That's the whole point.
To be fair, I have always liked it there.
There you go then.
Hang on. I bet it costs a small fortune now.
Come on. Everything's pricey these days.
Last time we went, you said it was daylight robbery.
Let's Google it and find out.
Go on then. But if it's over the odds, it's a non-starter.
Right. Adult tickets are... Okay, they're not cheap.
How much?
38 quid each.
38 quid each for walking around looking at animals.
It's more than just that.
It wants to be for that price.
I could take my camera and make a video for YouTube.
I wouldn't expect anything less. Oh, and we could take some sandwiches.
Seriously, butties.
We'll have to. I'm not paying cafe prices on top.
Don't be so tight.
Sensible, not tight. What time does it shut?
Closes at 5. Last entry's at 4.
So we'd need to get a move on.
We've got time. It's not even 12 yet.
How would we get there?
We could drive.
Parking will be a nightmare if it's busy.
Let me check. Looks like we could hop on a bus from town.
How long does that take?
About half an hour, once we're on it.
So by the time we get into town, wait for the bus and get there, we're probably looking at about an hour.
More or less.
That's not too bad.
You're talking yourself into this now.
I just don't want to waste the day. And I do quite like the penguins.
I knew it. The penguins have swung it.
Don't get carried away. I'm still not happy about the price.
So is that a yes?
Go on then, but we're taking sarnies.
Of course we are.
And we're not buying anything from the gift shop.
I haven't even mentioned the gift shop.
No, but you will.
Right then. Comfy shoes on.
Shoes on, and don't forget your coat. It looks like it might chuck it down later.
A day out in Britain, expensive tickets, packed lunch and possible rain.
Exactly. Lovely.
Now let's look at the words, expressions and pronunciation that you heard in that conversation that you might not be sure of. To help, there's a full guide in the description for you to download. First you heard,
We should do something with our day off.
listen again to this should do.
We should do something with our day off.
In natural fast speech, native speakers often don't pronounce the sounds clearly when they come one after the other, like this. The first D at the end of should can simply disappear. So it sounds more like should do. Listen again. Should do. And at normal speed, should do. You try. Should do. And in a sentence, we should do something. Next you heard,
We've been sitting here for 2 hours. I'm bored stiff.
if you're bored stiff, you're very bored. It's stronger than simply saying I'm bored on its own. Use it like this.
I was bored stiff waiting for the train.
I said, I thought you wanted a chill day. This is a relaxed day when you don't do very much. It's very casual, everyday English. Like this.
I'm not going anywhere today. I just want a chill day at home.
Next, I asked, fair enough. What have you got in mind? This is really common when you want to ask, what are you thinking of? Or what idea do you have? Use it like this.
We should go out to eat.
Where have you got in mind?
Next you heard,
I just don't want to sit around all day.
to sit around means to spend time doing very little. Usually when you feel that you really should be doing something else. Like this.
We did nothing but sit around all day.
Next was,
Something that feels like a proper day out.
here, proper means real, complete, or worth doing. A proper day out means more than just a quick coffee or a short walk around the shops. It means a real trip somewhere. You can use it in front of lots of actions to make them sound more impressive, like this.
We went for a proper hike.
When I had a good idea, I said, just had a brainwave. A brainwave. Use this one like this.
I've just had a brainwave.
Sarah replied,
Go on then, Einstein.
Einstein was a famous scientist, but in everyday English, if you jokingly call someone Einstein, you're teasing them for thinking they've had a very clever idea. Sort of like this.
I know exactly how to fix this.
Go on then, Einstein.
You heard.
The zoo? Are you kidding?
Are you kidding means are you joking or are you serious? It's often used when you're surprised.
I've given up smoking.
Are you kidding?
Throughout the conversation, you heard several expressions connected with money.
I bet it costs a small fortune now.
Everything's pricey these days.
You said it was daylight robbery. But if it's over the odds, it's a non-starter.
And all of them mean it's expensive. Listen to them all being used at once.
That hotel costs a small fortune.
Everything's pricey these days, but £50 to park the car is daylight robbery.
You shouldn't pay over the odds for it.
This next phrase is really interesting. Listen again.
It wants to be for that price.
Here, wants doesn't mean a person has a desire. He wants some ice cream. My uncle wants a holiday. In natural British English, we often use it wants to be to mean it should be, or it needs to be, or even it had better be. Sarah is saying that because the tickets are so expensive, the experience ought to be worth it. It wants to be worth it. Use it like this.
That yacht is very luxurious.
It wants to be considering how much they paid for it.
Then you heard lots of different words for sandwiches.
Oh, and we could take some sandwiches.
Seriously, butties.
Go on then, but we're taking sarnies.
Sandwiches is the standard word. Notice that the D in the middle is completely silent. It's not sandwiches, it's sandwiches. You try, sandwiches. And butties and sarnies are informal British words for exactly the same thing. I said, don't be so tight. If you call someone tight, it means you think they don't like spending money. They're mean. But you use it in a joking, teasing sort of way, like this.
Don't be tight. Give us some money.
Next you heard,
Parking will be a nightmare if it's busy.
here, parking is a contraction, a squashing together of parking will. Listen to it first slowly. Parking. And at normal speed, parking. Then you heard,
That's not too bad.
you should have heard her making not to a lot easier to say by missing out the t at the end of not. So slowly it's not to. And at normal speed, not to. You try, not to. This is just like we did earlier with the d in should do, when it became should do. Next you heard,
And don't forget your coat. It looks like it might chuck it down later.
if it chucks down, it rains heavily. Use this to sound far more like a native speaker than using the idiom, it's raining cats and dogs, which British people just don't use very much. When Sarah said,
Lovely.
she was using lovely as an understatement. She doesn't really mean the situation is lovely, nice. She means it's typical and slightly annoying. Expensive tickets, packed lunch, rain. British speakers often use positive words like lovely, brilliant or great in this understated way. It's what makes us, well, sound British. Now let's practice saying some of those key expressions out loud using the shadowing method so you can sound British using the rhythm of natural English.
We should do something with our day off. We should do something with our day off. I'm bored stiff. I'm bored stiff. What have you got in mind? What have you got in mind? What's up with that? What's up with that? I've just had a brainwave. I've just had a brainwave. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? That's the whole point. That's the whole point. It costs a small fortune. It costs a small fortune. It's a non-starter. It's a non-starter. Don't be so tight. Don't be so tight. We'd need to get a move on. We'd need to get a move on. Parking'll be a nightmare. Parking'll be a nightmare. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. The penguins have swung it. The penguins have swung it. It looks like it might chuck it down later. It looks like it might chuck it down later.
If you want even more practice to sound British, check out the first comment in this video for an ebook that will really help. Now it's your turn to join in and practice your speaking skills. You're going to take Sarah's part in the conversation. Your words will appear on the screen as you need them. For the best results, say them out loud. We are doing something. We're having a nice quiet morning. I thought you wanted a chill day. Fair enough. What have you got in mind? We could go into town. What's up with that? Right. So you want something a bit different? Just had a brainwave. The zoo. Why not? That's the whole point. There you go then.
Hang on. I bet it costs a small fortune now.
Come on, everything's pricey these days.
Last time we went, you said it was daylight robbery.
Let's Google it and find out.
Go on then. But if it's over the odds, it's a non-starter.
Right. Adult tickets are... Okay, they're not cheap. 38 quid each.
38 quid each for walking around looking at animals.
It's more than just that.
It wants to be for that price.
I could take my camera and make a video for YouTube.
I wouldn't expect anything less. Oh, and we could take some sandwiches.
Seriously, butties.
We'll have to. I'm not paying cafe prices on top.
Don't be so tight.
Sensible, not tight. What time does it shut?
Closes at 5. Last entry's at 4.
So we'd need to get a move on.
We've got time. It's not even 12 yet.
How would we get there?
We could drive.
Parking will be a nightmare if it's busy.
Let me check. Looks like we could hop on a bus from town.
How long does that take?
About half an hour, once we're on it.
So by the time we get into town, wait for the bus and get there, we're probably looking at about an hour.
More or less.
That's not too bad.
You're talking yourself into this now.
I just don't want to waste the day. And I do quite like the penguins.
I knew it. The penguins have swung it.
Don't get carried away. I'm still not happy about the price.
So is that a yes?
Go on then, but we're taking sarnies.
Of course we are.
And we're not buying anything from the gift shop.
I haven't even mentioned the gift shop.
No, but you will.
Right then, comfy shoes on.
Shoes on, and don't forget your coat. It looks like it might chuck it down later.
A day out in Britain, expensive tickets, packed lunch and possible rain.
Exactly. Lovely.
As you've seen, understanding and using fast, natural English is not too bad, so challenge yourself with the vocabulary in this one. Give it a click and I'll see you there. Take care.